Pandas. Pandas. Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm Bye Money. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. TGIM, pandas. Thank God it's Monday. Monday. Because we get to do what we love most. Trading futures. With a community we love most. The Bye Money community. Pandas, let's go, baby. Hope you guys are renewed, refreshed. We're going to do better this week than last week. That's the plan. What a wild couple days we've had, huh? Let me say good morning to a couple of you guys. Billy Goat, good morning. Mike Richardson, good morning. Sick today, gonna trade sim. Good idea. Like, if you're not physically there 100%, then trust me, your edge can be affected. Happy Camper, good morning. Bill 7, welcome. Scalp that like button. Apex has the best customer service ever. Truly. If you guys don't know, they made everyone whole from their little teeny rhythmic mistakes. On Thursday, they made everyone whole on Friday. Absolutely amazing. I don't know any other prop firm that would do that for their customers. Lauren Turtle, good morning. Mo7, good morning. Nima, good morning. Black Light Gypsy, good morning. Bill 7, good morning. Hansman, good morning. TGIM, that's right. Thank God it's Monday. Monday. We're back at it again. I mean, is there anything else in this world that can cause you to look forward to Monday? You know that saying? If you want to figure out what you want to do with your life, figure out what you would want to do for free and then do that thing. That's what we're doing here. Good morning, pandas. Good morning. Hope everyone had an amazing weekend. Ruben, welcome. First time viewer. Show some love to Ruben. What do we got here? What a crazy day. License pay Hummer, say bye-bye. Bye-bye to your money. D-Lou, welcome. D-Lou, I haven't... Wow. 1 year panda. Yep, daily chart is crazy. Start with the weekly. Strong bull bar ending near its high. You're thinking follow through. You're thinking follow through here. By the way, this is the all-time high right here. We haven't strayed that far away from it. In fact, we just bounced off the 240 SMA on the weekly chart. Isn't that amazing, pandas? Isn't that amazing? Strong bull bar with a divergence here. Strong bull bar ending near its high, and we're about to shoot up here. It looks bullish. It looks bullish to me. Right. It had a chance to really reverse, but it's failing to do so. We'll see though. Daily chart, multiple bull bars in a row. 2 bull bars ending above. We're closing above the 20 MA. We haven't seen this since way back here in late August. We haven't seen these 2 bull bars ending near their high since late August. Oh, sorry, we see it here as well. These are all traps. Basically, bulls are being trapped here. You can tell here that they try to go always in long. They bought the close. and they came out break even basically on this retest with this bar, and that caused this big sell off because all the bulls are now out of their trade when they bought always in long right here. When they bought the close, here. They might have not liked the price action, come out break even on this bar here, causing this huge meltdown. Whoa, we have a gap here that has not yet been. We have a gap here that hasn't been filled yet. Okay, it's good to know. Now we have two very strong bull bars ending above their high. You're thinking always in long, buy the close type price action on the daily chart, and this could really cause this go up. I'm thinking the market thinks the Fed is gonna the Fed is gonna pivot. The Fed is gonna pivot on interest rates, as in they're gonna start lowering interest rates again. I don't know. I mean, the price action seems to suggest that. Two strong bull bars above the 20 MA, like. If I saw this on any other chart, on a 5-minute chart, I would just buy right here. A big stop loss down here, or even beneath this bar. Big stop loss, and just look for a 1-to-1 or a 2-to-1. 2-to-1 at this point. Jeez, buy the close here. Yeah, it's coming up to fill that gap. Huge targets above. Wowzers, 5-minute chart, bunch of gaps beneath it, which is a little bit scary, right? Because you think sooner or later these gaps are going to fill, right? Gap here, and then actually a gap here as well, a gap here. Just multiple gaps in a row, gap here. Multiple gaps in a row on the 5-minute chart. I personally think today could be a pause bar or a bull trend day today. I find it to be difficult to think that we're gonna have a bear trend day today, but we could. I just, look at the price action on daily chart. Just looks like a pause bar. So if we do have a bear trend, it can probably reverse, create a doji bar. That's what I think. I don't know. Frank Angelo says, "Good morning, go Birds. Dallas sucks." That was a crazy game. That was a crazy game. Just so many turnovers at the last second. Just gave a glimmer of hope to Cowgirls fans. All right. Quick look at the news this week. From what I remember, the news this week is only starting from Thursday. Yep. There's news actually Wednesday. This is new. Okay, so Fed Chair Powell speaks at 9:15 a.m. Interesting. It's such a random time. He speaks at 9:15 a.m. on Wednesday. That's a new news event. It wasn't there last week. And then Thursday, you got unemployment claims and Fed Chair Powell speaking again. 10 a.m. you have the prelim U of M consumer sentiment. If you're looking for big news, like make or break your account type news event, then it's going to be next week Tuesday, which is nice, right? Because we have one more day for BBM 90% off, and so 90% off. It'll end tomorrow, and it's nice, right? Because then you can stock up on evals for 90% off, and then trade a couple trading days, right? Just trade your micros, trade one micro contract until next Tuesday, and anyways, you cannot get funded until 7 days of trading, so there's no difference. You cannot get it any sooner, right? Let's just say the news is tomorrow. You can't get it any sooner than next, 7 days. So from today to next week, what, Wednesday or Thursday? That's the earliest you can get funded. So that's perfect. You can stock up on your trading days now, and by next Tuesday, you can get funded by either Wednesday or Thursday. Which I think is, it's nice. Caliber says, at least you didn't start your day with the Dolphins loss. Tough Sunday for me. It was a good game, though. I mean, yeah, come on. You're versing the Super Bowl winners. I mean, what can you do? Super choppy market right now, right? The pre-market. I'm rooting for the Dolphins just because they have been underdogs for so long. Geo, good morning, welcome. Lawrence, welcome. Welcome, guys, welcome. Market's about to open 1.5 minutes. Let's get it. Let's get our bamboo. Mike G says, I root for any team that's not the Chiefs. Why? Are you like, who's in their division? Are you a Broncos fan? Are you a Chargers fan or Raiders fan? Tate, good morning. Let's get that bamboo. That's right. Pandas, that's all we care about. At the end of the day, as long as we get our bamboo, a scalp a day keeps the boss away, and that's what we're trying to get. My G, Chargers fan, was a big fan of Phillip Rivers. Did he ever win a Super Bowl? He was really good. He had like a super strong personality.
10,000 tick trap.
Market opening 5 seconds. Okay, market's open. Two-legged pullback here. But right at market open, hard to take that trade, right? Right at the market open. Should wait a little bit. Makes a perfect scalp, regardless. And an absolute scalp made. Heading to Big Mama here, potentially. All right, we got Big Mama.
10,000 tick trap.
Right off the bat. It's sus. It's sus because the market can reverse very, very quickly in the open. Right, can have a big move up and then just reverse right away. But if we got a Big Mama during stream, I gotta take it. I gotta take it regardless. Mike G says, nope, he just had another kid, though. Number 10 kids for Phillip Rivers. What in the world? He's trying to create his own football team with his own family so he can win a Super Bowl finally. C. Winner says, I have been a Dolphins fan since before they went 17-0 in 1972. C. Winner showing his age.
Tick trap.
Showing, not his age, showing his seasonality. How about that? Or his seasonness. Seasonality is different. Showing how seasoned he is. Well seasoned of a man. Seasoned in life. Okay, I prefer this happening. Like, I don't mind Big Mama doesn't get triggered. I don't want to get, like, tricked. I don't want to enter Big Mama and then reverse. I'd rather have it reverse right now if it's going to reverse. Ryan Fitzpatrick has more kids? Goodness gracious. Is he still playing? Is he a quarterback anywhere? Or is he like an announcer now? He had that Harvard brain. Interesting. I had no idea. I don't follow up on how many kids these quarterbacks have. Is that like common knowledge? I don't know. Is that like a common thing to do? Okay, pushing down. Right, we're still in the trading range. 2000 tick chart. First bar on 5 minutes about to form here. Let's see what it looks like. First bar. It's a very confusing bar. Expanders, just for those two. Haven't heard of anyone else with 10 plus kids. Oh man.
$10,000 tick trap.
Hughes says rich NFL quarterbacks can afford to have lots of kids. Kind of true. You know what's funny though? Like Amish people also have a lot of kids. They're not. Actually, let me take that back. Amish people are very rich. I think that's a little known fact. It's not. It's not a very well known fact. But Amish people are very rich. They don't spend money on anything, but they work very hard like their entire lives. It's just bound to make you a lot of money. So they end up owning a lot of land, and they end up owning like a lot of properties, and they have legit businesses, and they sell their products to. Like they sell their products to people. They're very rich, actually, like millionaires. But it's kind of funny because it's like, whoa, what did they do with that money? Like, buy more cows, I guess. Buy more leather shoes. Did they even buy leather shoes? Yeah, it's actually funny. I went to Lancaster not too long ago and did like a whole Amish tour thing. It's wild. It's wild. It felt a little weird because when they take you on a tour, you see Amish people, but it's kind of like a safari, and they're like, "Oh yeah, don't talk to don't try to feed animals. Don't talk to them. Don't interact with them. Just let them be in their natural habitat." What's fascinating? It's such an interesting way of life. Spanish Elon Musk too. Yeah, Elon Musk has how many kids? He's like 5 kids or something. He's trying to spread his seed. We got a reversal setup happening here. Do I like it? I kind of do. I kind of like this reversal setup, but it's right into our trend line. We got a trap trade here. It's right into our trend line, but it's going to an area where we're trying to fill the gap here, and plus along with the 5 minute terrible like bar here. I don't know. It's not the worst trade. Their oil rights are crazy big. Interesting. I had no idea. What does that mean, oil rights? I don't know what that means. Mark Patterson says, I enjoyed watching Theismann beat Marino in 83. Not enjoying watching the Falcons or the Commanders. DC Hogs these days. At least GA Tech is number 3 in the ACC right now. Huh. Casey is great. Kansas City. Kansas City barbecue is amazing. It's so good. But I've never had like Texas barbecue, so I can't compare. But Kansas City barbecue I've had, and it's amazing. It's very good. They take it very serious. They have such pride. We lease them at a 1/4 royalty. Basically, they get 25% of net proceeds from each acre they lease. Whoa. Interesting. We're here trading futures, S&P futures. Amish people are there trading corn futures. Trading corn in the future. What do we got here? What's going on? Still this uptrend, I guess. Could be one of those days where nothing much happens. We do have Big Mama coming up, though. Okay, we're still in this channel. This is why I drew this channel. And this is why I'm very hesitant if that trap triggered, that this channel, right, the bottom of this channel would have been in the way to provide too much support to really break through. Right now, the accounts are looking healthy. We're up 906 on each account. I love to see it. The goal is payout by the mid-November. That's the goal here.
10,000.
Okay, we're breaking this trend line now. 5-minute chart creating pretty much overlapping bars right now. Curious to see what happens with the 5-minute. Okay. Lower high being created here potentially. Just say I'm gonna pause.
$10,000 tick trap.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know, pandas. It looks like a trading range. What can I say? It feels like a trading range. I don't know. Let's not worry about Big Mama right now. If it happens, it happens. The lower high was a potential entry, but it's not one I normally take. You think it was going to try to fill that gap, but ends up being more like a trading range, maybe? Okay, maybe trap trade here. I may be interested. Huh. Uh-huh.
10,000
Trap trade. It looks decent. But the problem is if it's a trading range, it's at the bottom of a trading range. Thinking of selling here, but feels more trading rangey than anything else. It's okay. Too hesitant. I'll look for a second entry short, I guess. If I get a second entry short here, I'll take it. It's trickling down, still going down, right? Making new lows. Okay, second entry short. Potential here. I don't know. Oof. I don't know, pandas. This is tough. It is a limit order market. That's correct. bottom of the trading range, maybe come back to the top of the trading range. If your chart looks different, reload your historical. I've already done it, so. Okay, it's very choppy now, but clearly underneath the 20 MA at this point. Lower high, second entry short, triggering off the 20 MA.
10,000 tick trap.
Yeah. But it's so choppy. It's so choppy. It's essentially like trading in this blue box right now. Okay, it looks like it's gonna make it eventually. All right, pushes down. Too hesitant. I don't know. It's just too many mix-up things. It just looked like a trading range. At the same time, like a downtrend. I don't know. Ends up working out. Look how choppy it got here. Ends up making the second entry short. Nice little scalp. It is what it is. Moving on. It's too confusing. Right, the price action so far today has been a bit, let's say, not clear, obscure. No FOMO, no homeowners. Okay. All right, let me reload my historical. Kyle Uber's done for the day. Congratulations. Reloading historical. Iron Chris asks, how many contracts do you need to trade to make the market move? Probably thousands. Probably thousands of contracts. And like, how much would you really move it?
10,000 tick trap.
I reloaded my historical. It looks the same to me, doesn't it? I don't know, I just reloaded it. It looks the same. Am I wrong? I don't know. This is, looks yeah, the lower high here, the trap trade here. Actually, it looks a little different. The bars look a little different, huh? I don't know. Well, anyways. Day Trader New York asks, next question, how many Apex funded accounts would it take to move this market? It would take infinite. Trap trade, 10,000 tick chart. Huh. Okay, we hit the bottom. Basically filling that gap. Not really a gap. Well, 5 minutes, there's still a gap. The 5-minute chart, we still have a gap down here to fill. Actually, quite a large trading range as well, marked on the 5-minute chart. Second entry short. Now bouncing off a support here. Huh. Second entry short on a downtrend. I'm seeing this more like a type of break of trend to new low. That's how I'm seeing this as. But even on the reversal, there's barely enough room to the top here of this channel. It's just confusing. The market right now is just too much overlap. Second entry short does trigger. Good entry bar here. But not enough for me to want to go short here. It's just a bit confusing to me.
$10,000 tick trap.
Trap on 10,000 tick chart triggers. Really good signal bar too. It's just in a big trading range. That's the problem, right? You see a 10,000 tick trap triggering here, but it's a big trading range. You gotta look to the left of the charts. It's in a big trading range, so we could be at the bottom of the trading range right now. Remember, Pan, it's a scalp a day, keeps the boss away. And what we're looking for is just a scalp. It's a setup that when we see it, we kind of go like, man, I gotta take this trade. Where it hits all the green lights. Right now, the market cycle looks like a limit order market. Causing a trading range here. It looks like the trap's gonna fail on the 10,000 tick chart. I'm almost willing to trade long here to get back to the top of the trading range. Trap's about to fail on the 10K chart. 10,000 tick chart, right? You go short here, but the trap fails because you're in a big trading range. Yeah. Tricky, tricky. Huh. Hitting the top of our channel now. Geo, thanks for joining. Have an amazing rest of your day. Hopefully you got your bamboo. Okay. Higher low setup here. I wouldn't mind a trap trade here to go long. It's just the market is so choppy at this point, right? The 5-minute chart just overlapping bars. You got 3 overlapping bars here, 3 overlapping bars here. Everything about this market is telling me trading range at the moment. I'll take the trap trade here though. Get back to the top of the trading range. But any setup at this point can be very tricky, to be honest. Gives a market up a bottom, doesn't really quite give us our setup that we were looking for. Okay, OI pattern. OI pattern maybe here. I like my setup. I like to wait for it. And it missed it by 1 tick. I'm eager to go long though. Quite eager to go long. Very eager to go long. Good entry bar on this OI pattern here. Just trying to be patient though. Glad I didn't go in. I'd be sweating. Okay, we might actually get our trap trade here now. Second entry short forming here. A, B, C, but at this point it's so choppy you really just don't know. Plus the market cycle is trading range. It's tricky overall for everything. I don't know. Honestly, if I wasn't streaming, you know what I would do? I'll just walk away. I'd walk away from the charts right now. And I'll just wait, you know, till better price action. This is just too crazy. I know it might not look crazy to you, but it's very confusing. Something's wrong. Is something wrong with my data or something? I'm gonna reload my historical again. Someone says that it triggered on theirs, which is very odd. Okay, we finally get it up here actually. It's a bit high though, outside bar reversal. And you can see that it's like creating this like little channel here. So we can hit the top of this channel, come back down to the bottom channel. It's just very confusing. Right, it's a limit order market, so people are selling up here, buying down here. I'm better off buying like somewhere down here than up here actually. If I want to stick to the pattern. I don't know. Nima asks, I'm on 2000 tick chart. You should reload your historical. I've already reloaded my historical. This is the second time I've done it, so I don't think I'm gonna do it anymore. If it's different, it's different. Just, you know, that's, you gotta live, you know, tough life. You gotta move on. Life must continue. Trading must continue. Trap trade. Again, limit order market. Hard to trade that. But it's the right idea, right? That's the idea. You're trying to go long somewhere around here. Okay, I would like to buy here, but it's not my style. It's not what I do. I'd probably buy at the 20 EMA. Hold it for 2 points maybe. 2-point risk. 1-to-1. Strong bear bar.
Tick trap.
Limit order market finally breaks down. This is why these markets are tricky. It's so hard to time when to enter. Second entry short triggers on the 10,000 tick. Jeez. Second entry short, 10,000 tick. It's also a little wacky looking, but it's like this. A, B, C, second entry short. Right, trying to make a new low here at this point. Second entry short triggers, 5-minute chart as well. This is even more wacky. A, B, C. Okay, pushing down. Looks like it's trying to fill the gap on the 5-minute chart now. It makes sense. 10,000 tick chart. Also, second entry short. Looks like it looks like a trading range. What can I say? But at the same time, it's a clear target trying to fill that gap. Also, 5 minutes showing a bigger gap, or bigger trading range. Basically, 5 minutes saying that all of Friday's trading was just a big trading range, and we're trying to get back to the bottom of it. I wouldn't be surprised if we do. It happens often. And like I mentioned today, according to the daily chart, it looks like an always in long type market cycle. So could be a doji bar, pause bar, and the continuation tomorrow. Very much the case. Multiple bear bars here. Again, I don't know what to do. Pandas, welcome to the stream. I'm Buy My Money. Thanks for joining. Hey, tomorrow is the last day to use BBM 90. Make sure to take advantage of it. And I will say honestly, stock up. Stock up on the evals while they're cheap. To be honest, Black Friday, most likely, we'll get another one of these 90% offs. I'd be surprised if we didn't. But until then, it's a long ways from now. It's about 3 weeks of waiting. So in that 3-week period, I would say it's worth stocking up on enough evals to carry you over. Because, essentially, if you pass your eval, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Well, you're going to try to get another funded account. If you fail a eval, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to try to pass another eval to get funded. Might as well do it while it's 90% off. Otherwise, you have to purchase. You can purchase it at 50% off using BBM 50. But otherwise, I think it's best to stock up on them. They're so cheap. $16 to start a 50K eval. I mean, you cannot find a better deal anywhere, really. Lower high. Okay. Cool. Makes sense.
10,000 tick trap.
Like I just says, yeah, don't forget that you have monthly payments because I got hit this week. Yeah, if you take longer than 1 month to pass your evals, then you do have to renew. And right now with BBM 90, it's 80% off on the renewal. Sometimes what's better, if let's just say like you fail your account, instead of letting it renew, it's better just to cancel that account and create a new one because it renews at 80% off, whereas you can basically have a brand new one at 90% off. And definitely better than resetting, right? Resetting is, it's much better to just buy new ones. At a certain point, I think when you're around the 250K account, then it's better to reset. I could be wrong. I gotta check the numbers. I gotta crunch the numbers again. Well, price action. We got a trap trade here. Bottom of trading range. I just don't know what's happening. Again, if I wasn't streaming, I would just walk away from this and do something more productive with my life. This is just a terrible market right now to trade. So much overlap. It's going to be tricky. Setups typically don't work, and if they do, I mean, even good setups don't work well. It's very confusing. Black Light just says, you're saying we have permission to clock out early? That's exactly what I'm saying, but you got to come back in for overtime to make up your hours. Come back like at 2 p.m. or something. It's better than risking getting chopped up in this market. Ralph Free says, how does a payout work with multiple accounts? One payment for the total or a payment for each account? It's one payment for the total. You request it on each account, but you get one payment. GC, yeah, it's a 15-minute rule. Everyone knows that rule. 15 minutes is generous. I think it's like 10 minutes. Then you just leave. Okay, second entry short here. Very choppy. Looking for a new low. Do I like it? No. I hate it. Man, it's so ugly. I cannot trade. I cannot trade a market when it looks like this. But the funny thing is, this most likely will work out. That's the thing, right? When you're not willing to trade, that's when these ugly setups work out. Ugh. Looks like it wants to try to fill the gap on the 5-minute chart. There's a gap here it needs to fill, and also trading range on the 5-minute. We may come back to the bottom of the trading range. Really, quite possibly. Can be done. I wouldn't even blink an eye if it did. Wouldn't bat an eye. Right, second entry short, ugly looking setup. Look at the price action, looks terrible. Yet it looks like it's gonna work out. It's just one of those days. All right, I cannot take this setup. Look at the signal bar. This is the signal bar you're dealing with here. Look at the price action to the left, super choppy. I just, you know, it's not one that I'll take. But look, it works out. It's amazing. I'd come back later. If I had the chance, if I had the option, I'll just come back later. But Pandas, we were streaming. we're streaming the opening hour no matter what. Okay, breaker trend new low created. It's not a place to go short. So I'm sitting on my pause. Toronto says possibility triple top. Toronto says, connect the last 3 highs and let me know what you think. let me know what. Connect the last 3 highs. Think. That's how you should say it. That's how you should have said it. This looks more like a break of trend to new low. $10,000 tick chart. Cool. I'd say it's breaking down now. 10,000 tick chart, breaking down this channel that it has been in for a long time. Not a couple days, I thought it was a couple days, but for a long time. Pushing down now. Could easily fill, right? Could easily come back to the bottom of the trading range on the 5-minute chart. Easily. Looking to fill the gap here. I'd be very surprised if it doesn't fill the gap, at least now. But anything can happen, right? Especially with a limit order market. People are buying with limit orders, selling with limit orders, so this is why you get all this choppiness, right? This choppiness can only be created with limit orders. Again, this choppiness can only be created with limit orders. All right, Mark, just fill the gap on the 5-minute chart. That little spike down. Could be always in short, who knows? I'm just sitting on my paws. All right, strong bear bar ending on its low, 5-minute chart, very near its low. So you're thinking follow through on this bar. That's the natural thing to think. Hugh asks, can you be in 2 different trades and 2 different instruments all on the same account? Yes, that's no problem. In fact, if you do that, I wonder how they calculate the amount of contracts. I guess they calculate across. I'm wondering if you do like 10 contracts in one, 10 contracts in another instrument. Huh, I don't know. I guess I could try it just to create the order.
$10,000 tick trap.
Wow. What's going on here? Five-minute chart. Strong bear bar ending near its low. No follow through whatsoever. Quite surprising, right? Again, the natural thing to think is like we'll have follow through, but because it's not, you got a trap here, right? Bears are trapped here now. Maybe not recognizing we filled the gap there. I don't know. 28%. Wow, this is very, very even across the board. 28% of you guys in your first year, 2 years, 20. Wow. The most of you guys have been trading for 5+ years, futures specifically. Huh. It's a pretty like even distribution. That's pretty amazing. We have a good mix of people here then, which is amazing. I guess the next question I gotta ask: how many of you guys are profitable? You guys are probably dying to know. If I put the poll up, how many of you guys are profitable? That means you have made more money than lost in trading. I'm pretty sure you guys are curious to know that. GC Berg, that's like asking a woman her weight or her age. But if it's anonymous, right? Who cares? I'm anonymously telling you. You could be lying. Who cares? That's the thing about these polls. I mean, the thing about polls is most people don't lie. There was like a study done. Most people, like, especially when it's anonymous, they don't lie. In fact, they undersell themselves to make the average lower sometimes. I think they did like a study on like men and like they did like anonymous, I forget what it was, but basically they did like a survey and they did like men's height, like put how tall you are, and they found out that most of the people, not most people, but like a lot of people put less, like a smaller height than they actually are. So at the end, they can make themselves like kind of feel bigger when it comes to the average. It's weird. It's like psychologically that's what happens. I don't know. They took a poll and asked people if they lie on polls. That's like a riddle. It's like that riddle. You have like two people, and one person always tells the truth, one person always lies. You know, and you have to go through the right path. Like one door leads to death, and one door leads to life. You have to ask only one question. What do you ask, and who do you ask it to?
10,000 tick trap.
Mark Patterson says he was up to 110 million paper trading. That's amazing. And I'll just do the exact same thing with real money. High or low setup here? I'll take a trap tray. Sure, why not? If I get one. Fail second entry short is what I'm looking for. Come back to the top of a trading range. I think it's a trading range at least. No setup here. Strong bull bar on the 10K chart, ending on its high. Follow through, you're thinking. 2000 tick chart doesn't give me any setup here whatsoever. You might get a trap trade here. If the trap trigger's too high, you can look for the second entry long. Taruto says he made $100 in his paper account. That's amazing. Imagine doing that and you multiply that by 5,000 accounts on Apex. 5,000 times 100. I mean, $500,000. Okay. Potential trap trade here. The trap trade is kind of big risk though. And it's creating an ugly looking bar on the 5-minute chart, right? Potentially closing underneath the 20 minute, potentially creating a trap on the 5-minute chart here. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it's ugly. I don't like how the 5-minute is not coinciding here. I'd much rather take the trap on the 5-minute chart. Double top, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 hits here. Double top.
Five-minute trap.
Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Micro double top. I really wanted that trap trade. I might take this. It's a double top, micro double top. I'm taking this trade. In this trade. Looking for a 1-to-1 here. It's a micro double top, unfortunately. Decent entry bar. Strong bear bar ending on its low on the 10,000 tick chart. If I lose this, I have no idea what's going on. I really don't. I could expand this and use this as my high or and do a 1-to-1 this way. I could attempt this. The reason being because the 5-minute chart. Right, it's a trap trade on the 5-minute chart. Having multiple failed attempts at the top of the trading range here. 5-minute trap is a trade I'm looking for here. It looks like it doesn't look too good though, right? No follow through whatsoever. But clearly underneath the 20 MA, right? Clearly bouncing off the top of a trading range. I'll tell you what, this is tricky. Basically doing a 5-minute setup here. A 5-minute trap. I might fail here. I might reverse. Yikes. That's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. Basically the trap failed. It's a double trap here. It's a bad sign for me. Very bad sign.
5-minute trap.
I don't like that at all triggering as it did. Could have came up break even. This is why I should have just shut it down. It's walked away. I don't know. Trap trade, top of a trading range. Head and shoulders type looking situation here. It's not the worst trade. It's just definitely the market cycle is not the right market cycle for this kind of trade here. If you close underneath the 20 MA, I'd be happy. I guess that's all I can really ask for. $10,000 tick chart looking good, right? Second entry short on 10,000 tick chart. Maybe looking to get it pushed down to the bottom trading range here. Trap is looking kind of good now on 2000 tick chart. Okay, we close underneath the 20 MA. Doji bar. More trading range price action. Oh, confusing. Creates an OI pattern here. Trap about a trigger on the 2000 tick chart. Trap triggers 2000 tick. Could be a nice push up here now because of that trap trigger in 2000 tick. At this point, it feels 50-50 though. I don't know. Doesn't look good. Honestly, you know, so if you like lose this trade, it was just better if I just closed my charts and not trade it, knowing that today would be just terrible trading. How much overlap there is here. Like I should just stay away from this. Even if this trap is a decent setup, like how it looks like, it's you gotta look to the left of the chart and just realize this is not the type of market you trade. Really, any type of stop order trades, right? You gotta trade with only limit orders. So the limit orders were created here, right? People buy limit orders here instead of coming with stop orders. This was causing this choppiness. People probably buy or selling us limit orders up here as well. But, you know, so at the end, it's just like becomes 50-50. Who knows? 2000 tick chart trap trade does trigger. A little bit of fall through. It's clearly above the 20 MA here. Right? It could be looking for a new high, essentially. Break a trend, looking for a new high now on this move up, right? After break a trend to new low, then break a trend to new high on the smaller time frame. Yeah, it's not looking good for me. It's looking really bad for me actually now. Alright, this failed trap really is gonna propel this upwards. I don't know. It is what it is. I thought we are gonna have an opportunity to get these trapped bears out of their trade. This is why I went short here. I really thought these guys would have an opportunity to get out of their trades, but apparently not. It's okay. It's just 250. We'll lose 250. It's all good, Pandas. I was looking for a 1-to-1 anyways. There it is. Like I said, it'd been better if I just closed the charts and walked away. Because this price action is not it. Got so choppy here. Ended up being a good setup here on the 2000 tick chart, this trap trade. It made me want to reverse it, but I just want to stick with my trade and just take the hit if I take it. Ends up being a good reversal trade here though. Maybe Big Mama might trigger. I'm muted because this price action is trash. Absolute trash. 10,000. In the top of the trading range, come back to the bottom trading range. 5-minute chart. Strong bull bar ending near its high. No follow through reversal. I'm upset because this is actually a good setup. But I was drawn to the 5-minute chart at the time with the trap on the 5-minute. You can only really see it's a good setup once you enter a bad trade. You realize, like, once you enter a trade, the setup that comes after your bad trade to reverse your trade is the most beautiful setup you could possibly imagine. That's what happened here. I found the good setup. I was alright. We can get to the bottom trade, like, you know, try to get these bears out. 2000 tick chart makes the most beautiful trap trade ever to exist in history of trap trades. What in the world? This is so frustrating. Jonathan, thanks for joining. See you later. Second entry short here now.
5-minute trap. $10,000 tick trap. Five-minute trap. 5-minute trap.
Sorry about that, Pandas. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy trading. God bless. Bye.